Hi students, today our topic is bubble sort. So I already told that bubble sort is one sorting process where the comparison will happen repeatedly with comparing adjacent elements. The first element will compare with second element, element will compare with third element, element will compare with fourth element. Likewise, this will go on continue. So if any swapping is required, means that swapping will done, or else it will go on continuing this process by comparing the next adjacent elements. So like that, for that only this bubble sort is easy to understand, okay, and easier to implement also, right? Now I will come to the logic of bubble sort. I have taken the before this is my example. 4 13 1 7 is my 4 elements I have taken care. In the first pass, what will happen mean the first element is compared with the second elements. So at that time what will happen, 4 is less than 13, so no swapping is required. So it will go on compare the next element with the third element. So what is the next element? 13. What is the third element? 1. So at that case swapping is required because 13 is greater than 1. So we need to swap. So this swapping is done at the second elements with the third element. So that is what it is given here. The red lines are considered as swapping and green lines are considered as no swapping. So that is done in the second iteration. 1 and 13 is compared. Then again it will go on compared with the third element with the fourth element. What is the third element as of now? 13. 13 is compared with 7. So at that time what will happen? 13 is greater than 7. So that should be swapped. So now what will happen? 7 is interchanged with 13. So at the end of first pass you will get 4 1 7 13 as the end of result as a end of first pass. Then you will continue the second pass. In the second pass, again this first element is compared with the second element. What is the first element? 4. And what is the second element? 1. So the 4 is compared with 1. So what will happen? 4 is greater than 1. So that in that time swapping is required. So what will happen? 1 and 4 are swapped with its respective location. Then the swapping is done. Now 1 becomes the first position and 4 becomes the second element. Then the second element should compare with the third element. So in that case 4 is less than 7. So no swapping is required. Then it will go on compare the third element with the fourth element. At the fourth, what is the third element? 7, and 7 is compared with the 13. No swapping is required. So at the end of second pass, you will get 1 4 7 3. Then we have to go for the third pass because it should number of pass are starting from 0 to n minus 1. Here's that means total number of elements are 4. 4 minus 1 means 3. So we have to execute 3 passes. Okay. So whatever the either elements will be started in the first pass itself or the second pass itself, we need to continue this process. So as of now 4 elements are present, so we need to continue 3 passes. So at the third pass what will happen means it will start and comparing the first element with the second element. 1 and 4 are compared, so no swapping is required. So it will go and compare the second and third, no swapping, and third and fourth also no swapping because already these are sorted in the second pass itself. As a visible we can be able to see, but it should carry out in a systematic ways. So we need to execute 3 passes. At the end of third pass you will get the elements which are all sorted. Okay, so this is the logic what we are following in the bubble sort. Now we are going to write a C program. So here I have started the hash include statement. I have started my main also. Here number of 100 is my exact array. N, I, J, temp are considered as some local variables. That means temporary variables. Then using the printf and scanf statement, I am going to scan the number of elements. So that I have stored in the array variable N. Then using the for loop statement, I am going to scan one elements. So using the for loop statement, what loop I have used means for I equal to 0, I is less than n, and I plus plus, I am going to scan one element. So that is done using scanf statement, right? Then I have started my logic using for loop. So for I equal to 0, I is less than equal n, I plus plus, that is my pass for loop. So using that for loop, I am going to compare 1 1 1 elements. So for I equal to 0, I is less than or equal to, because that is the pass array, that is how many pass it should carry out is mentioned here. Then inside each pass this should be carried out, because this element should be compared with adjacent elements. So at that case what happened, for I equal to 0, I is less than or equal to n minus 1, I plus plus. Again I have started one more array, one more for loop, j equal to 0, j is less than n minus I minus 1, I j plus plus. Then I am comparing number of j with number of j plus 1. That means that first element is compared with second element, or second element is compared with third element. That means that we are comparing the elements with adjacent elements. Next element. So if the number of element in the first element is greater than the second elements, means obviously swapping is required, or else no need to swap. So at that case what we have to do, some swapping. How we can do the swapping? With the help of temporary variable. One more third variable is required. So first we will do that number of j with temp. Then j plus 1 is stored in j. Then temp is assigned to j plus 1. So that is what swapping procedure. How we can do swapping, interchanging two elements, means with the help of one third temporary variable only this can be done. This is the process of swapping. Then this is only for swapping is required, or else we can continue the loop. So at the end of the for loop, we will get all elements are sorted. That sorted element should be printed. For that I have used one for loop. For I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, print of that number of I. Number of I is the exact array that is going to be printed with using for loop one by one. So this is my output, right? Here what is the case means, we have to do swapping with adjacent element, by comparing the adjacent elements. So if number of j is greater than number of j plus means swapping is required, or else no need of swapping, right? Coming to outputs, here I have given number of element equal to 5. I have entered 5 elements. So first element is stored in the location number of 0. Likewise from number of 0 to number of 4, those elements will be stored. Then I just for convenient purpose I have printed the unsorted arrays. At the end I have given the sorted array also. So the unsorted array is 3, 6, 1, 0, 9. Finally I got the sorted array is 0, 1, 3, 6, 9. Likewise only this output 2 is also printed. Number of elements are 3. So one by one those 3 elements are stored. What is my element? Elements are 90, 54, 265. This is 90, 54, 265 is the unsorted input array. Then I will get the sorted array as 54, 90, 265. Okay. So this is the second output what I got from the previous program. So this is about bubble sort, right? Fine. I hope you understand. I will catch you in the next video.